All right, so the Sixers lose another game, this time to the Orlando Magic on a back-to-back, and fans are starting to get frustrated with Tyrese Maxey. I understand why. We also have kind of a Joel Embiid update, or not, is whatever. But we're going to talk about all of that. Without further ado, here's the intro. What's going on, Cliffhangers? We are back with another video. We are still on the road to 1,000 subscribers before the end of December. We are less than 200 subscribers to get to that goal. So make sure you hit that like button, you hit that subscribe button down below. To everybody that's already subscribed, I greatly appreciate it. It takes 1 second. I'll also have something very special towards the end of this month that will last a couple of weeks for subscribers. So if you want to know what that is, make sure you subscribe. It will be coming to y'all very shortly. I'll give you all the information on that. Also, get me to 100 likes on this video. Become a part of Noti Gang. Hit that bell notification down below so you never miss a video. Join the Discord. Link is in the description below. But without further ado, let's get into it. All right, so like I said, the Sixers lost another game to the Magic last night, and fans are starting to get frustrated. It's been a frustrating season with the injuries, with the rotations, with Nick Nurse, with everybody, right? And I'm starting to see a lot of people starting to get frustrated at Tyrese Maxey for his play. And I kind of want to get on here and sort of defend him, but not really defend him, because he has not been playing great, right? But he's not playing bad either. And I kind of just want to be, I don't want to be one of those people that just come on here and just bash players. I try to be one of those people that give y'all context because of the basketball knowledge that I do have. I just try to tell y'all, like, explain to y'all why certain things are happening, why he could be playing bad, why his field goal percentage isn't up, or like whatever. I just try to let y'all know why this is happening, and maybe hopefully you can take something out of that. All right. On the season, he is averaging 24.9 points per game, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, 2 turnovers, 40% from the field, 30% from 3, 86% free throw percentage. Obviously, they're not bad numbers, but it's not what people were expecting from Tyrese Maxey coming into the season. A lot of us, we wanted him to be this all NBA guard. That's what we were expecting, right? But there are some things holding him back, and there are some reasonings as to why he is not playing like the Tyrese Maxey that we were expecting him to be coming into the season. And first of all, just right off the bat, defenses are playing him differently, right? Tyrese Maxey is usually the most consistent player out there on the court because he does have less injuries. He did have a hamstring injury that hindered him for about a week and a half earlier this season. He's still fighting his way back from that, but I don't think he's playing that bad. And I'm going to tell you why. Just because the way teams are playing defense, right? I wish I had like the little stream where I could show y'all and break down the clips, but defenses are now loading up at the rim to stop Tyrese Maxey from getting there. We all know that's his best asset, using his speed to dribble around players and turn the corner. And while he still has that speed, defense are just loading up at the rim and essentially building a wall for him, just like they do with Giannis, but Giannis is bigger, stronger, more athletic, to be able to finish around or over some of those walls. But now they're doing it with a smaller, a little bit weaker Tyrese Maxey. And essentially what I mean by that is, even if he does try to go one-on-one, or if he does try to use a screen, there's usually a defender right behind. If he's trying to go one-on-one, for example, there's usually a defender right behind the person that he's trying to go one-on-one. That's essentially just going to, whichever way Tyrese Maxey goes, that defender is just going to flow to where Tyrese Maxey is, stop from getting to the rim, and he's essentially going to leave whoever he's guarding wide open, right? And that's stopping Tyrese from getting to the rim. And you're saying, all right, well, he needs to get off ball, he needs to use screens. They're doing the same thing with the screens. If he is going around the screen or trying to use a screen, all the defense are doing is blitzing him and forcing him to pass to get the ball out of his hands. That's why you're seeing like wide open shots from Gershon Yabusele or wide open shots from Kelly Oubre. The problem is that when Tyrese Maxey does make these reads, like 9 out of 10 times, he's making the correct read when he's dribbling in, when he's driving into the, like these double teams or they're walling him off. He's kicking to the open shooter, and that shooter is usually wide open. The problem is the Sixers are not a consistent enough three-point shooting team to knock these down to make sure that it matters to open up the floor for Tyrese Maxey. They're just not, right? And that's just a problem of roster construction. And he's also not going to be, I've said it plenty of times on here, he's not a number 1. He's probably a number 2 at best. He's a great number 2. But he's just not going to be able to shoulder the workload of a number 1, especially when this team is not fit around what he needs to amplify what he does best. This team, I've said it before, it is built around Joel Embiid. It goes how Joel Embiid goes. When Joel Embiid is not on the court, you are going to see the flaws of this roster. So Joel Embiid has not been on the court. It has mainly been Tyrese Maxey. He's just trying to work with what he has. Again, the Sixers are not a consistent enough three-point shooting team to make sure this matters to where defense is like, all right, now we got to stay on our man. We can't overhelp. We can't essentially sit and camp out in the lane to open the floor up for Tyrese Maxey to get going. Now, caveat to this, he does get some open looks. His three-point shot is not falling at the rate that it was falling last season, and that's probably because me and my bro talked about it earlier in the offseason when we saw Tyrese Maxey just gaining like a lot of weight, and it's a lot of muscle for him to get stronger. But if you have played basketball, usually when gaining weight, it is going to alter your shot a little bit because now you have to adjust with all of this new muscle. You don't have the same shooting. You have the same shooting form essentially, but now it's just different. Like your shoulders are a little bit wider because you have more muscle. They're not as close. So it's usually you just have to take time to adjust to that. Me and my bro said it like, he's not going to shoot the same, or he's going to forget how to shoot. We were playing around, but that seems to be what has happened. He's gained a lot of muscle. It's obviously altering his shot. His form isn't the same every time down. Just something that he's going to have to adjust to, especially with the defense is focused on him. He's not had that space or that gravity to really focus in and figure it out. He's usually shooting a quick 3-pointer, but it's just something that he's going to have to work through. I don't expect his shot to get back or better until maybe close to All-Star break or towards the end of the season. It's just a thing that happens. You can ask any basketball players, if you do gain like a lot of weight or a lot of muscle in a short amount of time, I guess like a couple of months like Tyrese Maxey did, it's going to alter your shot a little bit. He's going to be fine. He just has to get adjusted to it of his weight. And he's just going to need the reps, and that's just what it is. I don't expect his 3-point shooting to go up that much. He does need to be better, but it's just that's just what it is at this point. So, whatever. Now, the big elephant is there's $200 million sitting on the bench most nights in Paul George or Joel Embiid, right? You can't tell me an all-star caliber guard at Tyrese Maxey's size who's able to carry their team to consistent wins that does not have a running mate, right? So if you have Joel Embiid and Paul George, yes, Tyrese Maxey does need their gravity or even just Joel Embiid's gravity to be able to capitalize off of his opportunities. If the defenses are just solely focused on Joel Embiid and not focused on anybody else, like Jared McCain, yes, he's a weapon, but defenses are not completely focused on him yet because he's a rookie. They're fine with him going one-on-one versus a defender. And if he scores, fine. If the defenses are looking at it like this, if Jared McCain beats us or Kelly Oubre beats us or Caleb Martin beats us, we're fine with that. We're not letting Tyrese Maxey beat us. And that's what they are concerned with. And it has shown that once you don't let Tyrese Maxey beat you, when he is one of the only stars on the court, the Sixers usually lose. So yes, he does need Joel Embiid's gravity. He does need Paul George's gravity. That's not a knock on Tyrese Maxey as a basketball player. Most basketball players need someone else good on the court to captivate, to get wins, right? And that's fine. It's cool. You don't have to jump off this bandwagon you don't have to jump off the bridge of, oh my God, Tyrese Maxey was great and now he sucks. He doesn't suck. He just needs other players around him. And most nights he's not playing with those players. He has no idea when Joel Embiid comes back. Paul George is in and out of the lineup. This is probably tough on everybody in that Sixers locker room because they're playing one way. Oh my God. They're playing one way one night. And then the next night they're like, all right, I don't know if we have to play a different way. It's just a mental thing that they have to deal with. And then when Joel Embiid does come back, they're probably going to have we have to adjust how we play with Joel Embiid because he is an all-NBA, all-caliber center. We have to adjust how we play with Joel Embiid. When is Joel going to be out the next time? Because we're just going to switch how we play now. He's only in for 2 games. Then he's going to go out and we got to go back. It's probably like just mental gymnastics that they have to deal with, right? And the same thing with Paul George. But we just have to we have to relax on the Tyrese Maxey slander for right now. Just 2 games ago, they have only played 2 games, right? Just 2 games ago, he had 39 and 28. Like, we got to relax. He just had 2 bad games. It's okay having a 2 games bad stretch. Jared McCain just had the 2 bad game stretch while Tyrese Maxey had 39 and 28 and nobody said a word. It's okay. He is going to have stretches like this. Every player has AD and Anthony Edwards just had 12 and 8. They're the 2 best players on their team. Like these things are going to happen, especially when you don't have the full complete roster there night in and night out, and there's no consistency, there's no continuity. So I need everybody to relax and just look at what's happening on the floor. But let me know what you think in the comments below. Is Tyrese Maxey washed? Or are you just relaxing? You understand what's happening and you're just giving us some grace? Let me know in the comments below. I'll holler at y'all. Give me to 1,000 subscribers.